Welcome back to my series. This is part 5 of Why Are We Aging? So you can see today why I'm doing this, and because I'm 1 month from being 72 years old, and what I do and what are the best things that I have used on my clients and myself for these products I'm going to show you today. We've used for probably the last 4 or 5 years. I've done my studies and have had tremendous results with this. Of course, they're all professional products, so I will go through each one of them and tell you what it's targeting. But let's get started. Let's kind of look at my face and see what's happened. We have fat loss. We've lost, it's not so much muscle as collagen. So everything is going down this way. So that's why I was talking about working with the alma. I don't know. I might have to invent a new word for that. So we can stimulate that blood flow. And I like that blood flow stimulating because the products that I'm going to apply today are going to penetrate more. They're going to be more activated in my skin because I want them at the dermal layer, because that's where they're going to start targeting the molecules, the stem cells, all the things that it takes to activate your collagen. And I'm also going to be using a product that activates your hormone, estrogen. It's not an estrogen that you put into your skin, but I've had tremendous results, so I'll get to that. So let's get with it so I don't keep you all day. Yeah, I'm looking out the window. We've had snowstorms after snowstorms after snowstorms, and I'm loving it. So I'm sitting here looking out and all this beautiful snow. I hear all the snow blowers going, so it's exciting. We're going to have a great spring because we'll have water for the first time in a long time. So the first thing that I want to do, and I want to stress the importance of using a hydrator on your skin. A hydrator, this is one of those things that if I take you back 50 years, we had toners, and they were like sea breeze, and really it used to just dry the face out, and that's what we used. But that's not what we have today. We have hydrators, and like I had talked in my last series, my last part, is that your skin needs that hydration to penetrate those active ingredients into the skin. So I always start with a hydrator, and I have several that I use. That's the first thing that I do when I get out of the shower. And today I'm going to use my Paleo Stem Cell Mist. And I'm going to tell you more about this product. It's from Korea, and it is I've had tremendous results for aging skin, especially my era of aging. So I'm going to spray my face and my neck, just kind of let that hydration set in. And the first thing that I'm going to use, and you've heard me talk about this so many times, is I would never go without this again, and that's my NeoGenesis Recovery. Now, NeoGenesis, it is a stem cell mist. It's a stem cell, but it's not stem cells going in like I had talked about. It activates the molecules that, in this case, it's called S²RM, and it's made from adipose tissue. And that's my tissue of choice. I don't use anything from like the embryo. I don't use plant, because I want something that's going in there and it's going to improve my DNA, and it's going to activate the stem cells to make my skin act younger. And honestly, I've done so many case studies for this company, for cancer patients, for radiotherapy, for radiation therapy burns, for Mohs surgery, for I have healed so many clients with rosacea and just problems with the skin. It's just an absolute miracle. It is the most expensive serum that I sell. But like I said, now this bottle lasts me about 3 months, and I'm using it once a day. Of course, if you use it twice a day, you're going to get results faster. But I use it once a day, and that's basically for maintenance, because we tried it. I did when we first started this way before COVID, and I have a video. I wish I knew how to share the links on there about my experience. In fact, there's several of them. My working with NeoGenesis in some of my case studies, they've been remarkable. And again, I'll throw up a couple pictures that you might have seen before, but I'll throw them up there on when I edit this. And what I do if to make this affordable is I will take the maintenance products and maybe cut down on those, maybe suggest some lesser expensive but clean, like your cleanser, your moisturizer, and so forth. But at my age, I need all the help I can get. So, because like I said, you can start seeing how I've aged. I've lost the fat loss here. We've had fat loss here. And again, this is our skin is the only place on our body that our skin actually attaches to the muscle. So there are a lot of things that I use, and I'm going to use one appliance today to show you what it does and how effective it is, and is one of the things I use. I'm going to kind of go through different ones with microcurrent, ultrasound, radio frequency, and so I just don't make these so long. So the first thing that we're going to do, and like I said, I sprayed my face and I forgot to put, because I want this hydrated, is I'm going to take 1 pump of this. 1 pump, that's all I have. This is enough, and with the hydrated skin here, this is enough to do your chest. I even go on my eyes. And it goes on first because the molecule can't be blocked by anything else. So you always want to go thinnest to thickest on your skin with your serums, no matter which ones you use. Pardon me for my wet hair, it's crazy. So I'm going to let that set in just a little bit. And again, I put it on my lips, my eyes, and it doesn't irritate me, and my chest. And if you look at my chest, yeah, I've got some business going on here like we all do, but my chest is pretty clear for, somebody as old as I am, and my neck. And that's important. Like I said before, I have to look halfway decent to stay in this business. So the second product that I'm going to use is my vitamin C. And I rotate my vitamin C's every quarter. So when I run out of this, then I will add one of my other ones. I have several that I rotate. And sometimes I'm trying different ones. And I want to see what the results are. But this is Emepelle. And you can see how big this bottle is. And Emepelle is a company there isn't a company out there like this, because it's got the MEP technology. And what that does, it's targeted for loss of estrogen in the skin, which, like I have talked about, 45 years we lose 30% the first 5 years of perimenopause or menopause of our estrogen. So we need to get that back in. And this company came out with this. It's probably about 3 or 4 years old. And it actually activates the estrogen receptors in our skin. It's not putting estrogen in our skin. It's activating the cells that produce it. And I did my case studies. I had about 6 people that we started on there. There's only 3 products. There's the vitamin C, which is, it looks like it costs a lot because it's like $175, but it's almost twice as much as a normal. This is 1 ounce. So it's twice as much in here, and it's got so many different, your vitamin C's, your Emepelle technology. There's also a night cream that has your retinol in it and your eye cream. There's only 3 products, and you can find those on my website. When you get all 3, there's quite a discount on that. So I'm going to go ahead and again, I'm going to take 1 pump, because, you know, keep pumping and pumping. That doesn't work with products that are professional products because they're so concentrated. I'm going behind my ears. I go on my ears. It's amazing how we can see, and on my chest. And with the vitamin C in the morning, that's going to, first of all, it's an antioxidant. It also has other ingredients to light up some of your pigmentation. I do have some pigmentation on this side of my skin, but you can see, not a lot over here, but you can see all the discoloration. So I'm going to let that set in, because the next one that I'm going to use, that was Emepelle. And I will put a link up there so you can see that. And that's my vitamin C. And then when I run out, it takes me probably 6 months to run out of this. Then I'll start on another one. I might start on NeoGenesis, not NeoGenesis, Osmosis AC11. I've used that for absolute years. But I like to give my skin a break from different things because, like I said before, cells have memory. And I think you lose the effectiveness of them if you're just like washing your hair, using the same shampoo all the time. Now, the next product that I'm going to put on, and I choose to do this in the morning because it makes my skin so hydrated. This is a product, and I do have a video on this line. This is called, it's Sculplla. And it's from Tov, and it's a Korean product. But that line, there's only about 7 different products from that line. It is made from PLLA and polylactic acid. And polylactic acid is it goes way, way back. That's what they put with our internal stitches that dissolve because it creates collagen and heals faster. So again, you've heard me say this 100 times. Koreans are so far ahead of us. It's amazing what their technology is. But what this does is it not only has all the growth factors, the PLLA, but this has Cavapla. This is called Cavapla, and it's got caviar. And it is beautiful on the skin. But what it does is, you'll see as I put it on my skin how it oxygenates. And when it oxygenates, it's going through your hair follicles so it can reach your dermal level and go to work. So I'm going to take probably about 4 pumps, and I'm just going to put it on my skin and my neck, because what this targets, you can see that it'll start turning white. Let's see, I hope it does. It's hard for me to see with these bright lights. It's going to fill the fat pads, and they actually have, it's called Sculptra, and they use it in dermatology offices and plastic surgeons, and they will inject the Sculptra in, and by those injections, it's not like a filler, but it's going to start activating that, so you can get it injectable too. And so anyway, if you can see this, it's kind of hard to see but it is turning white. And that is, the oxygen is surging that down. But this has made such a difference in all of the people that have been on it. And like I said, this is the large size, and this is 200. But this lasts for almost 9 months because, you can buy a 1 ounce one that's about a small one like this. But why? That's $99, and you can get 4 times by the bigger one. So that's why I choose to you can get the smaller ones too. In fact, there are some mini ones that I was going to put together in the next couple of weeks for a starter kit with little minis. So look for that. I will make an announcement when I have those. So I'm letting this set in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Sculplla, the Tov. There's another name. It used to be called Sculplla, but then they had to change because of Sculptra, and now it's owned by Tov, which is a house of PLLA. So if you're confused there, this is their eye cream. And again, with the eye creams, now this has got an applicator, and what I like to do is I like to take one pump and I like to just soothe it all around my eye. And this is cold, so it is draining that puffiness out of your eye. And I'm working it underneath, and this is going to help to repair that fat pad there. All right, and then so let's do the other eye. Now, I will, after I use this up, I will switch to NeoGenesis eye repair. And that's extremely effective too. That's probably what I would do. I also put this on my mouth, my lips. NeoGenesis, it has 20% stem cell. The recovery has 70%. So it is the high performance. Then NeoGenesis also makes Booster, which has 40% of the S²RM technology. And you can read from Dr. Mark McGuire. He's been in stem cell research in California since the late 70s, early 80s. He's been written up so many times. He's a real innovator in that area. So we'll let this dry. And then I'm going to give this a little bit of spray again. And this is their stem cell, and this is great as a setting spray. You can do it during the day. I always like to do it like before I do a makeup, and just work this in. But honestly, by the time that I get this all worked in, I hardly need a moisturizer, and it stays that way all day long. All right, so, but back to my NeoGenesis. What I usually start people with when they're younger is the skin serum. And the skin serum has 20%, but it's got so many other polypeptides and growth factors in it. It's very nice. It really starts early, and then we kind of just graduate up. But if I need absolutely repair, serious repair, and that's with glycation also. I'll show you a picture. I'll bring one up and show you a different one of my clients that was one of my first clients that I started on this product, and she's still on it today. And that's the other thing. I had probably 6 or 7 different clients, and we were going through COVID at this time, on the NeoGenesis products. And I didn't see them for a long time, but I had them testing this line. And then when they came back like 4 or 5 months later, it was absolutely amazing, the difference in their skin. And we're talking older skin. We're talking people that are they're 80 now, but they were, like 75, 74 then. And the results that we had changed also in pigmentation and coloring and the lifting, it has been amazing. And after we stopped, some of them quit using it. Boy, you could tell quickly. And that's what happened to me. I was testing something else, and so I wasn't using that for a period of time. And by filming, I could see right away that something wasn't working. So I went back to it and I swore. And some of my other estheticians that I follow that are avid NeoGenesis clients also, they said the same thing. They'll never quit using it. But anyway, it does the repair. You can also use it even if you don't want to use vitamin C or vitamin A. It's still, that would help you, but pardon me, but it would still make a tremendous improvement in your skin. Okay, so that's how far we've gotten now. Also with NeoGenesis, there's a cleanser and there's a barrier repair cream. There is intensive moist. There is light moisturizer. And those are all very well. There's 1 ounce. Those are your moisturizers. And they're only $50. That's one of the less expensive moisturizers I have in my studio. So, that kind of makes up for those high dollars with the stuff that really is going to do the work. And then they have their enzyme mask. I'm a big enzyme girl because I feel that, as our skin, because we have slowed that down, we're trying to speed it up. We have slowed that down so much that, it might take 6-8 weeks for our skin to turn over. So we want to expedite that. And I like to do that with enzymes. And if you do 3 times a week, and I don't care what kind of enzymes, I've got them from Osmosis and NeoGenesis and different companies. But I always say, just, as you're getting ready to get in the shower, slap some on your face and take it off in the shower. Or use your Alma with your enzymes in the shower. And work that in, like I said, this gives us a chance, so we're killing more birds with one stone. All right, so the last thing that I'm going to do, there's a couple other products from NeoGenesis, and I will do more of a focus instead of just where I don't have to be doing all this. I will do a more intense. Because there's several things from Sculplla that I love too. And I've got some videos on those. Some of my earlier videos, they might be not real good, but I'm getting better. Boy, I'm getting close to 300, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very inspiring to me because I just didn't think that anybody would follow me, even though I've got more experience than anybody on YouTube, I think. Who actually can say they've been doing this for over 40 years now, that I would have trouble get a following, but I'm getting there. I think people are starting to find me. So thank you so much for subscribing and hitting the thumbs up, and let me know if you're using any of these. There's also, with the Sculplla, there's also a filler ampule. I don't have that today, but it's kind of the gold standard, and I will talk more about that. But it helps fill this in even more, and I have seen that happen. I have seen my forehead, my lines, and this just really make the difference. Of course, this is just, I think only a surgeon can help that, but even my neck is not as bad as you see for 72. You think about 72 years old. Think about when we were younger, and a 72-year-old person, they looked old, really old. That's just, I think the 70 today is the new 50. I really do, and that's why I really am all about showing what I do and baring my face and showing what works and what doesn't work. And, these mature makeup people that are on the influencers that are saying, oh, I'm 40 and I've got mature makeup. This is mature. So anyway, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take this is my Time Master Pro. And this is, I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to do it very low. And I'm going to, you can see the LED lights. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to, okay, I'm not going to hit it flick. I'm going to use the red LED, and you'd never want to go any higher, but I'm going to start, and I'm going to just spray my face a little bit. I'm going to really move this in. And this should only be used a couple times a week. There's a 10-minute cycle on it because you can really radio frequency and electrophoresis. You want to be careful with that. You don't want to be real high. But so I'm just going to run this for a few minutes, and this is just purging everything in, activating my collagen, activating my mitochondria inside of my cell to absorb all my product, and it just feels good. And I don't do this every day, but like I said, you would only do it if you did it every day. You would only do it for a couple minutes, not the full cycle of 10 minutes. So I'm going to be showing you through the next few videos the different appliances, my tools, my toys that I play with, and kind of explaining what they do. I also have one coming out that I'm going to be showing you that is, it's more for home use, and it has multi-functions. It's got a cleansing mode. It's got a microcurrent mode. It's priced decent. This runs almost $700, but I use it mostly in my treatment room. I have a few clients that have it, but I like to have multifunctional ones for my clients, so they use them because it takes some time. So I will be doing in the next couple weeks, when I get them in, I will be doing a demo with it, with my new tool that's coming for clients. And I'm going to go over my eyes. Okay, and I use the red LED because that promotes collagen. All right, we'll get this turned off. Okay, all right, my final before is my sunscreen. And the sunscreen, I have several sunscreens, and I rotate them. This is from Is Clinical, and this is a physical sunscreen, not a mineral, because I don't like minerals. In fact, I don't like my makeup with sunscreen in it. Because what it does with the sunscreen, well, it depends if they're chemical or physical, is they reflect out. And when I'm filming, I don't need that. I need to be in HD. So this one is 50, and let me make sure I'm telling you, liar, it's 40. There is a 50, but this one is 40, and it is beige. So I'm going to take, and you really don't need much. But the tint on it, it feels so beautiful. You almost don't need a moisturizer. I'll just show you how well, because so many of my clients, they don't like to wear makeup. And I have things, different products and stuff that they can use that just evens out their skin tone, because there isn't anything that shows your age more than your skin and your eyes. So the next, I'm going to be doing a makeup series with Mirabella Beauty, And I'm going to break it down into 3 sections, and I'm going to introduce this line. I've used it for, since, 2016. It is owned by a woman, which I like, and it's manufactured in the United States. And I've used it off and on for that many years. And then she purchased it and just did some revamping of it and came out with some nice new products that I'm going to be going through, and it's so economical. And so I'm going to do a 3-part series on baby boomer makeup, just how to get, if you don't want to wear hardly any, what that looks like, and so forth and so on. So you can see how that has really made a nice finish to my skin. Yeah, and I need a little corrector on here, but that's not for today. That's and it feels so good. So that's my get ready with me in the morning. That's my morning routine. And I try to always have my clients, I like for them to use their vitamin C. And again, there's different types of vitamin C's. And I have all different types, like I said. It just depends on, you've got to, with me, you've got to look at the person and saying, what are they going to do? What do they want to do? What about their skin are they concerned about? What are their goals for 10 years from now with how their skin looks? But some people only want 2-3 things. Some people want 79, so you just have to develop who's going to take the time to do it and make it work in their routine. That's going to have the best benefit to improving their skin and making it last longer and age gracefully. That is, because the technology's there. And thank you for letting me bare my soul today and showing you what I really look like. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe and share it with a friend. And mostly, I would love to see some comments, even if you think, boy, you look old now. No, don't be telling me that. But some of the things that you have tried that have been effective on your skin. And like I do, I have pictures, because anytime I start my case studies, I always take pictures, and I'm taking pictures either 1 to 2 months, and I'm comparing, because most of the time you're not going to notice it because you look at that face every day. But when you pull that picture out and say, this was what you 3 months ago, what a difference. So it's amazing. I brought in a new peel line. I don't do chemical peels. I do different peels that come from Spain and that target the dermis. And they expedite the turnover because they're using different type polylactic acids. Polylactic acids. And they don't, so you're not going to peel like a sieve, because that's inflammation. I don't think that's good. I used to do all that, but I don't anymore, because I saw how damaging they were, and what after you looked good for about 3-4 months, then the pigmentation set in. So that's creating a whole nother scenario that we need to treat. So I'm going to go over those too and show you some of those new peels that I have. And I'll even, I got a new light for my treatment room, so I'm going to go into my treatment room and show you what we're doing. So again, you guys have a wonderful day. It's beautiful. The sun shines out. Here it is. I hope the sun's out where you're at. And thank you for following me, and leave those comments.